The Rana Plaza collapse, also referred as the 7 building collapse, was occurred on 24 April 2013 when the 8-story Rana Plaza commercial building collapsed due to a structural failure. The search for survivors ended on 13 May 2013 with results a confirmed death toll of 1,134 people. Approximately 2,500 injured people were rescued from the building. It is considered to be one of the deadliest structural failures in modern human history, as well as the deadliest garment factory disaster in history. The building housed 5 garment factories, a bank, and apartments. It was constructed in 2006 on the site of the former pond and was built without proper permits. The Rana The Rana collapse has been given signs of collapse at least 2 days before, when vibrations were detected from nearby construction and the operation of heavy machinery which caused stress cracks to develop in the building. The workers accidentally noticed signs of structural weakness. On one day before, large cracks appeared in the walls and columns of the building. The building was evacuated and local authorities issued a warning against re-entry. All the shops and a bank in the building were closed down. Later that evening, factory owners assured workers that the building was safe to return to after repairs. They threatened workers with wage cuts or jobless if they did not return to work. On the day of collapse at 8 a.m. of 24 April 2018, garment factories resumed operations and approximately 3,500 workers were inside the building. Workers were reluctant to return but were forced to enter under threats from management. At 8:57 a.m., Rana Plaza collapsed suddenly. Their entire structure pancaked within seconds. Thousands of workers were trapped under the rubble, with some killed instantly. The rescue efforts began from the collapse day until 14 May. It took so long time to be done due to a lack of proper equipment and expertise, which made the rescuer facing some difficult challenges. Rescuers worked tirelessly, often using their bare hands to free survivors. Over 2,500 people were rescued, many with severe injuries, including amputations. On 29 April 2013, to uphold the truth, the owner of Rana Plaza, Sohel Rana, was arrested while attempting to flee the country. The rescue mission was over on 14 May 2013, which is 3 weeks after the incident, where its results of 1,134 people were confirmed dead and 2,500 people were seriously injured.
Hello and welcome to Tonight Special Report. Today we delve into one of the most devastating industrial disasters in modern history, the 2013 Rana Plaza collapse in Sabah, Bangladesh. We examine the chain of events and decisions to get to this tragedy, focusing on construction costs, overcrowded use, and the critical decision to reopen the building despite evident danger. First, construction issues. Let's begin by looking at the structural flaws of Rana Plaza, originally designed as a five-story commercial building, but it was later illegally expanded to 8 stories by its owner Sohail Rana. These additional floors were constructed without proper permits or engineering. That's because the building foundation designed to support light commercial use was inadequate for the added weight of the three floors and the heavy machinery used in the garment factories housed within. Next, for the overcrowded and improper use, Rana Plaza was never intended to host industrial operations, yet it became home to five garment factories employing over 5,000 workers. This factory operated heavy machinery that generated vibration, and the building was not equipped to handle. The sheer weight of the machinery combined with the overcrowded workspace placed immense stress on the weak and poorly designed structure. Next, for the decision to reopen the building, the cracks observed on April 23, 2013 prompt an inspection and a temporary evacuation, engineers declared the building unsafe and warnings were issued. Yet the following day, workers were pressured to return to their job. Factory owners fearing production delay and financial loss reportedly threatened employees with job termination and without pay if they refuse. So that's all the factors that lead to this incident.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Muhammad Azim bin Azhar, ID TK23007, and today I am going to present about impacts on Rana Plaza. Okay, first of all, based on the society, the first one is advocacy groups, which means the Rana Plaza disaster led to the creation of advocacy groups like Fashion Revolution and Remake, which campaign for the rights, fair wages, and safety of the government workers. Next one is regulatory initiatives. The disaster prompted global government brands and retailers to create two new regulatory initiatives: the Accord on Building and Fire Safety in Bangladesh and the Alliance for Bangladesh Worker Safety. Last one is labour rights. The disaster highlighted the need for greater social dialogue between employers, the government, and trade unions, and for respect for labour rights. Okay, so these are the impacts on Rana Plaza based on economic. Okay, first one is stock market reaction. There was no significant stock market reaction to the Rana Plaza disaster. This may because investors didn't see the disaster as seriously damaging the reputation of retailers that sourced from Bangladesh. Second one is the working condition. Working condition improved by 0.80 standard deviations and wages increased by 10%. However, the reforms may have had unintended consequences, such as job security. Job security for female workers may have decreased as employers became more flexible in hiring and firing decisions. Okay, the last one is the impacts on Rana Plaza based on environment. The first one is after the collapse, some retailers move suppliers to the other countries, potentially further away from the disaster. Secondly is the regulatory initiatives. The collapse led to the creation on the court building of on building and fire safety in Bangladesh and the Alliance for Bangladesh Worker Safety. The Rana Plaza collapse also highlighted the need for companies to be more transparent about their supply chains and to ensure that their products are made in safe and ethical conditions. However, some made that the fashion industry has not made enough progress to ensure that workers are treated fairly and that the environment is also feel protected. That's all from me. Thank you.
Today I will be talking about the recovery method implemented after the Rana Plaza disaster, one of the deadliest industrial accident in history. Okay, first we have immediate action and second is long-term action. For immediate action, when the building collapsed, local people were the first responder. They used basic tools to rescue survivors trapped in the rubble. Victims were quickly transported to nearby hospital for treatment. The government also declared a national day of mourning and arrested the building owner, Sohail Rana, along with several factory owners. Although international rescue assistance was offered, most were declined to preserve national pride. So for the long-term action, compensation efforts were made for the victims and their families through this effort faced criticism. Workplace safety saw major reform, including stricter building codes and factory inspection. Also, organizations like the Fair Labor Association stepped in to improve labor conditions. International brands also implemented safety and welfare programs, emphasizing corporate social responsibility. So the disaster increased global awareness of unsafe labor conditions in Bangladesh, leading to campaign for ethical sourcing and better factory oversight. So, conclusion, the recovery from the Rana Plaza disaster involved immediate rescue effort, government action, and long-term reform. Continuous efforts are essential to ensure worker safety and well-being.
So next, we are going to look at the prevention and also lesson that we can learn from this accident. First is the corruption, also the ignorance can lead to harm everyone. So basically, government officials and also factory owners allow unsafe practice through bribes and also ignorance. This is because the situation you can see here when the factory owner are still keep forcing the workers to practice in a non-industrial site that lead to this accident. So next is the workers need protection. The lesson here is workers should not be forced to labor in a hazardous situation because this will put workers in a high risk situation. So when the workers need to work in under a high risk situation, a safety and also a prevention of accident need to be higher rather than a normal situation. So next is the safety regulation are also essential. So we all know from this accident that they are failed to meet the safety regulation and also illegal construction was ignored by putting the workers at a non-industrial building. So prevention that you can take in the future to prevent this accident happen again, first is by enforce the building safety rules. So enforcing building safety rules is by regularly check and also strictly enforce the building standard to ensure the safety. Next is also the support the workers' right. We must enable the workers to report safety concern without fear and guarantee the protection from the retaliation. So basically, support the workers owner is one of the things that are crucial to ensure the safety of the workers to work under a certain condition. So next prevention we can see here is by ensuring the companies are responsible. So the situation for the accident is basically the global brands need to expect or inspect their factories and also partner that only with a safe and also ethical suppliers that they can collaborate. Because of this happen at the industrial fashion, so we can see among of the collaboration companies are from a big company. So next, I'm going to tell about the conclusion of the whole accident at Rana Plaza. Is basically it's about occupational safety and health that need to be emphasizing as a crucial component of a long-term industrial development. So implementing this strong safety measure and also developing an accountability culture will help to avoid such preventable disaster and also protecting the workers' dignity and also workers' life. So I think that's all from us. Thank you.